some of the experts take 1%, some take 1.5%. Like this one is using 0.5%, so you can select which one is suitable to you. So after you have done that, you will hear this box at that time. The color will be blue, and it will telling you synchronize. Because I have already synchronized, you won't see it. It's showing me cancel sync, meaning that if I want to cancel this strategy I have selected, I can cancel it and do it again. So, but for a new one, it will show you sync, and this box will be in blue color. So you click on sync strategy. Once you have clicked on sync strategy, the robot will automatically buy the coin, the number of coins you selected, and at that price you said, at that amount you said you should buy each coin. So once you have done that, you have done the first part of setting the parameters for trading. Then the next part is you go back to the coin the robot has selected for you. Like this one, you click on the coin like this, clicking on it. Let me highlight the coin I'm clicking on so I can follow me. I'm clicking on Ethereum. You click on it, it will open up this page. And what do we do here? What we do here is you have to click on trade setting. You want to set the parameters for the trading. So you click on trade setting. So let's click on trade setting. Now, remember we have given the command to the robot that each time he's buying the coin, he should use $50 to buy. Now, that is what you see up there. This open position double, we don't normally touch this place except if you have enough capital, meaning that if the price go down, it should double the position for you. That is, it doubles if you have if you have the first time you said you should buy it once, and now it double it by itself. If the price go down, it means it's going to buy it instead of $50, it's going to spend $100 to buy. So if he already has bought $100, each time the price fall again, it double it. So we normally don't touch that place except we have a huge capital. So aside from that, you come here, the next thing you do is you set your margin call limit, meaning that if the price is going down, how many times do I want this robot to buy the coin for me? I selected 5 times. And the next thing you can also do is this whole position take profit ratio. At what percentage do I want the robot, at what percentage of profit do I want the robot to sell the coin and give me the profit? Here, I use 1.1%. You can use 5%, you can use 2%, you can use 3%. Whatever you want, you can do this. But if you want your coin to sell faster, you don't increase the percentage so high, because if the percentage is so high, it means the market will have to be very good. The price of that coin will have to go up very high to meet that percentage you have set before the robot can sell. Remember, you are telling the robot, for instance, if it is 5%, you are telling the robot that if the price has risen to a point where the coin makes 5% of 5% profit, then sell. So you can imagine how high the price will be before they can meet up that 5% profit. So if you want it to sell quickly, you can set it low, but this one depends on you. And here also says that if the price rise to 1.1% and then drop by 0.5%, the robot can sell. So once you do that, you can these three parameters, you can set it. And here, this buy in call back, that one we don't normally we don't have much business to do in that place. The meaning when you are buying, it is when you are buying the coin yourself, is when you say buy in callback, you set the parameters, you set the price that when the market come low to like maybe 1.1 or 2.2 or 5%, let the robot buy the call, buy the coin that time. It's an automatic setting you make that if the price of this coin dip to like 5%, 5.5%, and later reverse by 0.5%, then the robot is giving instruction to buy the coin at that time. So that is it. But we normally don't have much business to do with that. So when you have done this through setting, you come here, you click on this place. You click on this arrow here, margin configuration. This is where you click. Let me cancel the first one so that you will not be confused. You click on margin configuration. What do you do when you click on margin configuration? Let's go there. Here, the 5 times you have given to the robot, that is the 5 calls you have given to the robot. This is how it appears. And you can also still adjust it. What it means, because you have to understand what you are adjusting before you can adjust. What it means is that if the price of this coin dropped by 3.5%, the robot should buy the coin 1 time. If the price further fall by 4%, I said the robot should buy it 2 times. If the price further went down by 4.5%, it should buy it 3 times. So I am the one that set this. You can do your own setting. But remember, I said that if you are using a small capital, we urge you to use like $10. And I said, well, I'm going to explain the reason why we say that. Now, look at the first call. When I said if the price fall by 3.5%, buy it 1 time. Remember the initial time we synchronize, the robot has bought the coin at $50, meaning he has already bought $150. Now the price fall by 4.5%, it will buy another one at $50. So this $50 plus the initial one is $100 already spent. If the price further go down by 4%, it's going to buy it 2 times, meaning $50 into 2 is $100 plus the $100, meaning you have spent $200 at the second call. And if the price further go down by, and now it is the 3rd call or the 3rd time, the robot is buying this same coin 3 times. $50 into 3 is $150. $150 plus 200, meaning the robot has already at this 3rd call has spent $350. And now I said if the price further go down by 5.2%, the robot should buy this coin 5 times. So 5 times is $50 times 5, 250. 250 plus 350 already spent is $600. So you can see how much one coin has already consumed. And if I am trading on 3 coins, and at the 4th call, the robot already has used 600. If it happens like that for the 3 coins, it means 600 into 3 places, 1,800. So for you to be able to sustain this kind of margin call, meaning you must have a big capital of above 1,800. So that is the reason why we said if your capital is small, use a small amount like $10 to buy the coin each time the robot is buying the coin. Assuming this is $10, It means the first time will be $10. The first call will be $10, $20. The second call will be 2 times. That is $20 plus $20, $40. The third call, that is 3 times, will be $30 plus $40, which is $70. And if you make it up to fourth call, it means it's $50 here plus $70, $120. Meaning one coin has already spent $120 if the price dip and you buy it up to fourth call. So you have to calculate how much capital you have. And before you set this, you should calculate, okay, first call, second call, third call, fourth call, this is how much is going to use per coin. And then multiply it by the number of coin you have, and then compare it with the capital you have. So if you see that one coin is already using up your capital, it means you are not going to select plenty coin, or you reduce the amount you use to buy the coin at a time. And then another thing you can do is you can also reduce the call. You can reduce it to either 4 call, or you can reduce it to 5 call. That is this margin call. You can reduce it to 3, you can reduce it to 4, depending on the capital you have. So always do this calculation before you set your trade, or once you have, before you even set your trade, calculate. Use a paper and pen to calculate, to know this capital I have. If I want to buy 3 coin, can it sustain it? Is it enough to meet all the margin call? Even if I set it at 3 margin call, meaning the robot is going to buy the coin for 3 each one. They will buy it 3 times. If the market price is going down, if the situation is bearish, that is, if the price are falling down, just like what happened 2 days ago, where everywhere was red. If you don't have enough capital, it means the robot will not be able to buy. It will be sending messages to you, fail to cover short position. And the beauty of it is, if you have bought a coin before, the robot has bought a coin at a higher value, and now that the price of that same coin go down almost by half, it is the best time for the robot to add to that coin. Because once he has done that, it will now reduce the floating loss. Meaning that, for example, this first time, the robot bought the coin at 50, he bought a coin $50, and at that time, the price was 10 naira, for example, per coin. And now the market dip, and the price came down to $5, sorry. It came down to $5, and he bought 2. Meaning that he has spent $10 to buy 2 coins that initially he bought 1 for $10, and now he's buying 2 for $10. So meaning the entire coin you'll be having 3 coins for how much? 10 plus 10, $20. So now divide $20 by 3. Will you have up to $10 per coin? No. If you divide $20 by 3, you'll be having about 6.5 per coin, meaning that it has reduced the unit cost of that coin, and it has also reduced the floating loss. So it will not be very quick. Once the price of the coin pick up, it will be very quick for the robot to sell, for that coin to make profit, and the robot will sell and take your profit for you. So that is why we always have a reserve in our capital. You don't set a strategy that the robot at the first buy will use up all your capital. It is once it does that, and the price of the coin go down, you are going to wait. Sometimes you can wait 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. The robot will not sell, and will start saying, oh, the robot is not making profit for me. It is because of the strategy we set, because it has bought at a higher price when the price of the coin was good. And now the price of the coin has fallen down. At this time, the price of the coin has fallen down. The robot will now go and buy now that the price of the coin is cheap. But if you don't have any reserve again in your USDT, the robot will only send a message, fail to cover short position, meaning it could not buy more now that the price is very, very cheap and this is the best time to buy. Because as a buy, you reduce the floating loss, you will not wait long before, as soon as the price reverses, the robot will sell and take profit for you. So let us not set a strategy, because we have seen cases where some people have $100 and they buy 5 coins and the whole money is spent at a time. And now when the price dip, the robot will hold your coin because it cannot sell now that the price has fallen down. So you will have to wait for the market price of that coin to reverse, to even overshoot the initial time that the initial price the robot bought before it can sell. So, but if you have reserve, if you go there to add more, reduce the unit cost, and before you know, the floating loss will be reduced, and immediately the price of the coin reverses. Even if it didn't get to the level of your first buy, it will take profit for you. So we advise that don't use your capital, don't use it up at your first buy. So that is the techniques we use to set our trading, and then you will now make profit, or you'll be making profit. So with what I've just explained, it is good that we have also, like if you watch YouTube, you see a lot of people who have talked about it, that if you have $1,000 or let's say $500 for trading, you can use $200 for your initial buy, and then you can leave like another $200 that the robot will leave, another $200 that the robot can always go to pick if the price of the coin dip. And you remember, not the price of all the coin will not go down at the same percentage. So the one that go down deeper, the robot will go to your reserve and buy, because that is the best time for the robot to add more positions to your first buy. And then if you have done your first buy $200, you have a reserve of $200 again. For example, you are using $500. That means the remaining $100, you can use that one to try your trading skill. Meaning you can be using the remaining $100 to do manual trading to support what the robot is doing for you. And so we already have discussed about manual trading before now. You can go back to our YouTube, but it is still the same. When we are saying manual trading, we are only talking about selecting a coin for the robot to buy and sell. You only select a coin. You remember in the automatic, in the cycle trading, the robot picks the coin, but in manual trading, you select the coin. So one of the strategy we discussed, we have said it before. Now you can, but I can just also remind us about what we said. That one of the things you can do, if you are seeing my screen here now, one of the things you can do, come to quantitative in your royal queue, then look at all the coin, look at the one that have the highest negative. This is where you are going to look at this time. You can do the same thing with your Binance, but look at this increase. You see this one is -3. So that is the session you will look at in the coin. So look at all the coin. You see this one is showing -3. The other one was -1 point. This is -3, which is higher than -1. So look at all the coin and see the one that have the highest negative. It shows that the price of that coin has gone down. So it is expected that after some time, the market will reverse and that coin will start making profit. For all the coins that are listed in your royal queue, look at all of them, see the one that have the highest negative. Then when you buy it that time, it will not take long for the robot to once as soon as the market reverses, the coin will make profit and the robot will sell it and take your profit for you. So to do manual trading is same the way you set your parameters, as I've just explained, is the same thing you do for your manual trading. So, but one thing that you also take note in manual trading, the only thing you take note in manual trading is that each time you are doing manual trading, at times you can allow it to do cycle once or 2 times, but most people prefer putting it on one shot. So if you click here, you will see if you are selecting the coin newly, this place is showing one shot. After setting your trading parameters, you can click this place that is showing one shot, click it, and then you will see that the one shot command is already activated here. So, and what does that one shot mean? It shows that once this coin make profit and the robot sells, it should not go back again to buy it without you giving further command. So just buy the coin. When it make profit, sell, draw both the capital and the profit back to my Binance. So you will now, at that time, see if you can still buy the coin again or go and select another coin. So that is the one shot from buying to selling, and then the robot will wait for you to issue another command. So that is just what you do in your manual trading. Manual trading, just try to know how to select the right coin that will make profit in no distant time. So if you do that, of course, you can be turning your capital over and over to make profit for you every time, every now and then. That is the reserve capital you are using for manual trading. Once you are able to select the right coin, then that there will be the robot will not hold that capital, because in no time the coin will make profit, the robot will sell and return everything back to your account. So if we do these things, we will not have any reason to complain that or calling your offline that the robot is not trading for me. The robot does not stop trading. The only thing is the robot does not sell the coin, because at that time the coin will not make profit. If the coin will not make profit, the robot will not sell. If you hold it until the coin make profit before it can sell. So these are some of the things we can do to reduce our waiting time, and then also do the manual trading to support the robot cycle trading. Even if the market is bad, if you know how to select the right coin, you can still be making profit when you are doing your manual trading. So I hope this explanation is clear to us, and it can also do something, or we can also learn from all that we have discussed, or show to our downline, help them to do the right setting and also to follow up on manual trading. So thank you very much for your attention, for listening, and we are coming back to you, Ms. Esther.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jeho. Thank you for that detailed explanation on how we can carry out our trades. Thank you so much. So on that note, I believe we've come to the end of our presentation for tonight, and I hope we'll be able to understand how we can actually set up our trades manually ourselves, okay, using the robots. So if you have any questions regarding what we just presented right now, please kindly show by raise of hand so we can actually take your questions. And okay. So we're just taking one question for tonight. So yes, Salam, please kindly unmute yourself and ask your question, please. Yes, Salam, please kindly unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. And then thanks to my boss, Mr. Joe. I don't have much. Hey, please. Hello, stop up. I don't have much questions. But my question is just that I know how to put it on one shot, but you was talking about 2 circles. How do we do 2 circles? That's the only question I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Joe, please, I hope you got that question.
No, you can repeat. Say, how do we put it on what?
What I'm saying is that I know how to do the one shot. But you were talking about two circles. Somebody can circle 2 times. How do we circle it 2 times?
Oh, okay. What I mean is that circling it 2 times is you, when you buy the coin, you will allow it to sell. You put it on cycle, so you allow the coin to sell twice on cycle. Then you go back and put it on one shot.
Okay, what you are saying, if I get you right, what you are saying is that if the coin sells for the first time, the second time you quickly put it one shot. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, yes. If you can allow the coin to sell, you monitor once when the robot sell, send a message to you that this coin has sold. So if you get such message 2 times and you only want it to do 2 times, after selling 2 times, you go back to that coin and put it on one shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Joe, for that lovely answer. Thank you to everyone who is still here till this time. Thank you so much for your audience. Thank you for participating in this call tonight. So we'll be calling it a night. We'll be calling this training a night, so we can all retire to various things we need to do. So on that note, before we actually call it a night, we're going to have to take our tonic. And our tonic is this way. Let's all do it together. I believe we're all activated members together. Please, let's all do our tonic together. And I'm sure we're already familiar with it already. So please kindly unmute yourselves. So we'll do this together. Are we all together?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so let's go. We're doing this together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Royal Q.
Welcome to the future.
Royal Q.
New
Generation soldier.
Royal Q.
Profit now.
All right, keep profiting, Royal Q, and do not forget to talk about this business to everyone, please. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Good night.
Good night,
everybody.
darling.
Good night.
Darling, good night. Mr. Joe, good night. Thank you. Mr. Noah, good night.
Good night. Good night. Good
Good
night.
night, Mr. Joe. Good night.
Everybody, Sapi. Good night.
Mr. Noah, good night.
Well done, bro. Well done, bro.